Suvarium is a thing you've probably heard about. Vostok Games was formed when GSC Game World closed its doors in 2012. As a result, Suvarium, the free-to-play, massively multiplayer first-person shooter, was born. And it bears great resemblances to the Stalker games that many of the developers at Vostok Games worked on. And that's the single best thing to know. Stalker's multiplayer was very much lacking, and in the rise of Vostok Games, they are making sure that not only does Suvarium stand on its own two legs, but that it is able to run with them as well. Like other free-to-play games, it does have a premium system with a premium currency of gold and rubles which can be bought with real money. But it's not all in your face or making you feel like you can't compete without paying for a better weapon. While it is advantageous to have a better weapon, those in control of your stamina and steady shots will always win out. Suvarium's weaponry is mostly European focused, with Russian World War II weapons like the PPSH-41 machine gun and TT-33 pistol, to being able to get modern weapons like the Uzi, PM, AKM, AK-74M, and AS-Val, a Russian and Stalker classic. Aside from weapons, you'll be able to purchase gear upgrades, traps, and grenades to advance your arsenal. You can buy upgrades to your clothing by adding camouflage to what you're wearing. There's different loadouts that can cater to different styles of play. The body indicator seen on the screen is important, as location-based damage is paramount. In one match, I got shot in the arm, which caused me to drop my primary and only be able to use my secondary. I was blown away seeing that happen to me, which from that moment on made me a more cautious player. As you level up, you'll earn points which can be spent on improving your character, just as you've done in countless RPGs. And it's always difficult to figure out where to spend those points, but you should take the time to figure out what kind of player you are, and then you'll know where best to distribute those points onto your character. Maps are varied and take place mostly outdoors, with ramshackle buildings being the only safe refuge from the open terrain. The balance is good enough to not seem like you're always in the open. There's even lush areas to hide in and stalk your prey unknowing of your presence. Replaying the map again is not always a dull experience, as the time of day will often change when you return to a map, giving off a feeling that the world is living. In my time playing, I was mostly with Europeans, which introduced some lag, but I was still able to hold my own. The footage recorded is all from Team Deathmatch, but the other mode, Protective Device, is your team hunting for batteries to return to your home base. Once all the batteries are collected, or whoever has the most by the match's end, wins. It involves strategy and teamwork, but it also has this neat tug-of-war effect as the game goes on. The player versus player combat is not all there is to Suvarium. In the future, a PvE mode will allow for co-op events in larger maps, and the most exciting feature, Free Play, will allow for the game to truly use all of the features detailed above, even in bigger maps and being in a more dangerous environment. Suvarium in only its PvP form is something I didn't know I wanted, but I'm glad that it is here. I've put a link to the game in the description for those looking to grab it.